Hi everybody, this is Terry from Sweet Pea Papers, the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group, the Junk Journal and Papercrafts Facebook group, and the Sweet Pea Papers Ko-fi shop. Wow, all of that in one breath, kinda, sorta, maybe two. We're here today with our Steampunk Your Art by LineDotArrow, or that's our project, and we're going to be using one of these two kits, Steampunk Kit number 4 and Steampunk Kit number 5. Please don't look at how this one printed out. We're going to be using kit number 4. And kit number 4 is a little bit bigger. Yeah, it's 38 pages. Kit number 5 is 25 pages. The difference in the way these printed out is this was printed out with my Eco Tank. This was printed out with my instant ink printer, and my Eco Tank died. It died an ugly death. It needs a part. So I had to print part of it out with the other printer, unfortunately. Only the backs of some of the papers are printed out with this printer, but all the fronts of the pages were printed out with this printer. Thank goodness. So now, of course, this is my design team project for November of 2024. And there's going to be the same as what we usually do, which are the challenges. There's 5 challenge Facebook groups. And that's going to be TwoSisterJam, LineDotArrow, Junk Journal group, Facebook group, and then my 3 groups that I just mentioned. Now, there's also going to be challenge papers, and they're sort of free, but not necessarily. If you're a member of the LineDotArrow Junk Journal group, then you can download the challenge papers for free. If you're not, and you don't want to go over there and sign up, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to become a member, it'd be kind of silly, then you can get the challenge papers for a small fee at Natalie's LineDotArrow Ko-fi shop. All right, so you can get them for free in the group. You can get them for a small fee at the Ko-fi shop. I want to make all that clear. Now, there's going to be freebies the first 3 weeks of the month. There's also a challenge the first 3 weeks of the month. And what that is just a project that Natalie shows you that you can do with the free challenge papers. But you don't have to do that exact same thing. You can do whatever you like. There's also going to be drawings at the end of the month. There's going to be 5 drawings. I'll be doing 3, one in each of my groups. And then Natalie will be doing 1. And then Stacy will be doing another one in TwoSisterJam. I would highly recommend being a member of all 5 groups, because to get your entries into the drawing, all you have to do is post a picture of your project in one or all of the groups with the hashtag Steampunk Your Art, and then and it has to be the kits from this month. We've had a couple people that were mixing in old kits, which I guess you could mix, but you have to have papers from this month or freebies from this month, or it does not qualify for the drawing. Okay, I want to clear up that confusion that we had with a couple, 3 people. So the drawings at the end of the month are great. You've got 5 of them. You can win in more than one, but you can only win once in each one. And the prizes are, the first place prize is 3 junk journal kits from LineDotArrow. Second place prize is 2 junk journal kits from LineDotArrow. And the third place prize is 1 junk journal kit from LineDotArrow. Now, last month we had someone win 7 junk journal kits because they won in, I believe, 3 of the 5 drawings. So that's why I encourage you to sign up for all of the groups. The links are going to be below the video. The links to the design team members, you really should check out their videos as well. That's all going to be below the video. Links to the kits below the video. And usually Natalie has the kits at a discount during the month that they're part of the challenge. So you'll have to go over there and check it out. I'm not really sure the percentage. Usually it's 30. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to be using Steampunk Kit number 4. We've only got 6 days or 6 videos maximum. So we're going to be doing a folio, and these are the pages. Oh, the beginning of the month, Natalie does a flip through, so we won't be doing one. And then she also puts out the first challenge in that video. The next 2 Saturdays, she releases a video with the next 2 challenges. The second week and the third week, and they correspond with the free challenge papers. Does that make sense? I hope so. I know I'm talking kind of fast. And my voice is all quavery this morning. So I've sorted them out into the printed pages with the line down the middle, the writing pages with the lines, and the backing papers or collage papers. Okay, so there are a few that are backing papers. I think these might be all the collage pages. Yes, the backing pages that I used are also part of the book pages. So, I'm not sure how many of these 3 pages we will be using, except for the back sides. Okay? So that's the papers that we'll be using. Let's figure out how we're going to build our folio. Now, I thought maybe we should do something different. I've also got the ephemera from kit number 4 all cut out. You know me, it's all sorted. I've also got my steampunk charms, which I got out all the gears, but I've got keys and locks and clocks and things like that in here. So we'll see. They're kind of thick for a folio. So, you know what I mean? So I was thinking maybe the gears would be the best for this particular project. But for the cover, we might be able to use something else. Look how tiny these little gears are. We'll see if we can use some of those. So we'll put these up here. And we've got all different ones. I've got these different color ones. These are the brighter gold. I've got these different color ones. Then I've got these regular metallic bronzy looking ones, and yeah, and then these little tiny gold ones. So we'll be using that. We're going to be inking with black soot. We're going to be using Fabri-Tac glue, and we're going to be using some magnets. I think that covers it, and manila folders to make the folio itself. So let's set this stuff to the side while we build the folio. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I've got out 2 horizontal leftovers, or they could be vertical, but I'm going to use them horizontally. And I've got out 2 manila folders. Now, the papers from LineDotArrow are in A4 size. So I have a video up on YouTube that I just uploaded on printing A4 papers onto 8.5 by 11s, and it makes them a little bit shorter, top to bottom. And my EcoTank printer prints them with a border on the edges, and my HP printer does not print a border on either side, even though I turned off the fit to page. I have no idea why. I don't know what it's doing. That's why it's my backup printer. So yeah, I've already trimmed these down, but it makes them shorter than a regular page. So we're going to have to do the folio accordingly. We're going to end up cutting off the tabs. That's why I used center tabs, because it's not going to matter. And yeah, so let's see what we can do. So I'd like to start out by making them a size that we can use. So we're not going to be making a journal. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half, and then that will give us the size that we're going to be working with. I could measure, but why? They're an off size. They're not exactly 5.5, I don't believe. I really like these two. This one may end up being our cover. So we're going to want a border all the way around. And in fact, I think with this one, we should stencil instead of just ink. Maybe some kind of stencil that looks fleur-de-lis, or some sort of a similar pattern that would complement our steampunk. So let's go over just a little bit so that we can see our stenciling. We'll go up just a little bit. And then we'll go up here just a little bit. I guess maybe I should measure. That way it'll be even all the way around. All right. We want it about here. Is it going to be 1/2 inch? Yeah. So we're going to do 1/2 inch, and then the tabs themselves, are they 1/2 inch? On this side, they're 1/2 inch. On this side, they're a lot deeper. Let's, we're going to see, because we're going to cut our own tabs. So let's put this in here. Let's go 1/2 inch up. And 1/2 inch in. And then we'll line the paper up with those 2 marks. And then we're going to add 1/2 inch to the top. Then we're going to have 1/2 inch plus, I'm going to go 3/4 inch for the tabs. This is our tab template. And that's from an end folder, a left or a right. It's not from a center. So if we go So we're going to look at this part, and we're going to go 1/2 inch out on it. So So that's going to be that didn't work very well. Excuse me, allergies. Okay, that's 5/8. All right, let's go with 5/8. Then this is going to be here. Oh, that's not going to work. We didn't put it a 1/2 inch up. So all I want to do is do that width, that I had. Silly me. Tricks are for kids. Okay, so we're going to cut it this wide and this tall. I cut off camera because my cutter is a beast. It's one of those big double bar rotary cutters. Oh, so here we made some of those anyway. This is why we don't use the center tabs as our guides. We save them to possibly use as pockets and belly bands. We're not sure. So, this is going to be the size. Okay, so we're going to make this one the same size. We're starting out with the same size. Let's draw our tabs on. We'll cut those out. Now remember, we're only going to cut the tab out on the front paper. And then we're going to cut this off shorter so that it fits below this part right here, like it would on a regular file folder, except we're not going to cut it down deep in the center, if that makes any sense. So we're going to take our folio. You want your fold to be on this side. You want your gusset to be towards the back. And we're going to do one this way. Wow, cut another one off just the same size. So you're going to line the top of the tab up with the edge of this paper. And then you're going to trace the tab. We're really a lot more stuffy than I thought I was. I kind of keep running out of air when I'm talking. Actually have to go see a sleep doctor about that, of all things. All right, so there's that one cut out. Now we're going to take this side and we're going to measure right here. And that's how short we're going to make this back side. Okay, so we're going to put this in the paper trimmer and we're going to cut it that short. And these will give us our basic folders that we're going to work with. Okay. Now this one, I'm going to have the gussets, which are those little ridges to the back. Or do I want them to the front? On the middle one. No, to the back. And then we're going to flip the template over and make a bottom tab. So we're going to mark this as number 1, or the front. It's the only one we need to label right now because we're kind of goofing around. We don't really know exactly what we'll be doing. Then after we get this cut out and decide how we're going to put it together, then we'll take a break, which will be instantaneous for you, but forever for me and you, really. The video part will be instantaneous. The work you do will not. If you're not going to stencil, then make sure to take, I would say, 1/4 of an inch off the size. Do not cut the size, the side that has the fold. We just used this line. It's not a cutting line. It's just a measuring line. Okay? You want to make sure your paper's in that far so that you've got that border. I love working with black ink. I just think it brings out the colors in things. And this one's steampunk, so it'll just be more fun. I'm going to have to look for a stencil. I have about 100 of them. That's the problem. Okay, so this is going to be the top. Get the top. Now we're going to put our template away somewhere safe. I'm going to make our mark. Cut the back side shorter. Alright, now, instead of them being square and looking funny, let's... It's a lot of border, isn't it? I definitely want to see the border. So, I'm just erasing these measurement marks. Okay, so we've got those two, and I want one of these to go across the front. I'm going to do it this way. So this isn't actually going to be number one, is it? So we're going to want, I want it to stick out a little bit further. So let's get our tab guide back out. Let's stick it out. The width of the tab. So that this tab sticks out from the side. Okay, so we're going to cut it this wide. We're going to cut it with the, or we're going to use it with the gusset to the back. So this is going to be the front. And that's crooked, so I'm going to have to retrace it. And then I'm thinking I want another one, the same size, for the back. Now, we're not going to have time, I don't think, to do all of these on camera. But I know what I kind of want it to look like. So, the one on the back will not stick out. Otherwise, the opening and closing of it will be impaired. So we're going to make another one the same size. It's already the right height. It might already be the right width. Oh no, we're making it this short. Duh. So now, the thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make both of these top tabs. And with it being steampunk, now that I think about it, I may not use the same stencil all the way through, because that would be kind of cool to have different ones. So let's do our tabs. I did one called Steampunk Journey, and I did some really cool stuff with that one, but it was a long time ago, and I don't remember how I did it, or what I did, but that's okay, because we don't want this one to be like that one. But I did like the fact that it was different layers, and it was different sizes. I probably should make the one on the back a different size. So let's make it a little bit shorter. Okay, I made it another 1/2 inch shorter. We want the gusset to be to the back on this one. Let's draw our tab. Now, it's going to be on the back. It will be like this. So we're going to want... Oh, all right. We can have a tab on it. Of course we can. We can do whatever we want. We will figure out a way. So then we can make a tab going this way. We made our tab on this one. This is going to be the back. And we don't know the number. This is definitely going to be too big to do in 6 videos. I can tell you that. This would be more. So we're going to cut the tab out. This is going to be interesting. You're just going to cut it to the fold. All right, so your tab's going to look like this. We're going to cut the back down, right? This is taking a little finagling because the whole folder does not fit under the guide. Probably should do this by hand. Okay, so we've got that one. Let's cut this one out. Now, I'm going to stencil front, back, all the seams, you know what I mean, all the way around. So it's going to take a bit. It's going to take a hot minute. But because some of this is going to show even though you think it won't, and some of it won't because it'll be pockets, but when you go to put things in the pocket, you'll still see the stenciling. So I'm thinking that's going to be the way to go. Okay. Cut the back of this one. What did I do wrong? Oh, the tab's over here. Good grief. This one's different because it's facing the other way. Okay. So we've got all the pieces. Let's see what we've got. We've got this on top of this. Gusset to the back. Like so. Okay. Then we've got this one. Gusset to the back. Yep, that makes the tab at the bottom. Somehow I made that one shorter. Then this is going to be on the very back. We could put it on the top. That would be kind of fun, and then the tab would stick out over the top. What a nice puzzle that is. So now this is going to be like this, and it's going to open again like so. Okay. Then we're going to have the front page, which is going to be papered, even though this is going to sit on top of it by the width of the gusset. Okay. So you're going to want to ink the outside of the 1, 2, 3 and the outside of the gusset where I folded it on both sides. And you're going to ink the outside gusset here where the fold is. Okay, the real fold from the factory. Then you're going to ink all the way around, front and back. Then this is going to be like this. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 5. 6. And then we're going to make this, go ahead and make this a flap. Or will we make it a pocket? And 1 flap. Let's make it a pocket and 1 flap. So we're going to take this and we're going to round all these square corners. Okay, so round them with your paper rounder first, your corner rounder. What did I just say? Oh, we need to measure the height of the pocket. That's 8.5. 4 1/4 seems a little high. Let's go 3.5. 3.5 here. And 3.5 here. Yeah, I've got a guy coming. There's a service called House Tech or something. Why do those look so different? Because they are. How far did I go with this one? I thought it was 3.5. It is. Anyway, they come to your house and work on your equipment. So that's pretty cool. Now we're going to draw this over only as far as this third gusset, the one coming out. And that's all the farther we're going to cut, because the top half is going to be a flap. So this is going to be a pocket. Can't write. And this is going to be a flap. So this is going to be 6. This is going to be 7, 8. The top of this will be 9. Then we'll need to paper 10. Before we glue the pocket. I always forget this. That's why I'm writing this ginormous reminder. Then I'm going to put on the pocket, I'm going to put paper last. Or no, glue last. All right, we're going to glue it last because we want to be able to paper this this all the way down, at least past the pocket top, before we glue this down. Otherwise, we won't be able to have the paper go down behind. Okay? So then, this is going to be the back half of the pocket. Okay, so then this will open like so, and we'll have this open in the middle. We'll do something in here. Oopsie, let's start numbering stuff, don't we? 10, this will be 11, 12, yeah, I got a little ambitious on this one. Maybe I shouldn't put anything on the back. Darn allergies. I really want to put this on the back. So on the back, put gusset to gusset. And I think I want to make this a pocket. So we're going to glue this last. So that'll make that 14, and we'll have 15. And then this will be 16. Okay? So I'm going to put the video on pause, or actually I'm going to stop it and we'll have a part 2, but to you it'll be a pause. And then go through and ink and stencil everything. I'm going to ink all the edges with black. And then I'm going to stencil everything in black. Love this color, though. I'm looking at the other papers. And I'm thinking a little bit of spiced marmalade, which looks like rusty hinge on white paper. Spiced marmalade looks like that on manila folders. I'm thinking maybe a few accents in that. I'm not sure. So we'll see. So I'm going to take a break now. Oh, we've only got 10 minutes left. Oh, good grief. So this will be the end of the first video. Go ahead and do all your inking and or stamping or stenciling or whatever it is you decide you want to do on this, or leave it plain and just ink the edges. Don't forget to round your corners of the back ones where we cut the back off. Make sure to erase any pencil marks. Make sure you keep your stuff in order. And make sure that you get fold this gusset and then ink it. We're not going to do it like this, but this is the way you want to fold it. And then make sure to get ink there. Don't stencil in the middle. We'll put paper there. Oh, well, I guess it wouldn't matter, but I like having the cream colored border around the paper. That's up to you. If you want to stencil it, you can. Sometimes I have to. I make accidents. So hopefully they're happy accidents. Okay, so that's going to be it for this video. And I'll see you in the next video where we'll start putting the papers and things together. Okay? All right, I'll see you then.